A very good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome back to your chemistry class. Children, I hope you have understood the topics that I have taught you yesterday. So today we'll start with a new topic. So in the previous class we have discussed about the classification. What is classification and how classification is done. So classification is basically grouping the things into because of its similar properties. Alright. So today what we are going to do is, today we will study about different properties of material. Okay, how these properties are important and why these properties are important and how we can classify it. This we will study today. Okay. So children, please get ready with your science book and pencil. We will start in a while. Okay, so let's start with it. I hope everybody is ready. I hope everybody has opened the chapter. So now I am going to share the chapter first and then we'll go to the PPT. Okay, so please open this page. Page number 37. So we were going through the classification topic. So what is classification beta? Grouping together things with similar properties is called classification. तो जब हम उनके similar properties के basis पे किसी चीज को group करते हैं तो उसको हम बोलते हैं classification. Okay? There can be various classification like living, non-living. In living, non-living also we have plants and animals. So plants can also be further classified and animals can also be further classified on depending on their similar properties. Alright. So here also we have studied till here. Now coming on to this. Classification is not confined to living things. Non-living things can also be classified in various ways. It can be done on the basis of what they are made up of. Like wood can be classified in a different category, metals can be classified in a different category, plastics are a different category. So not only living things can be classified further, but non-living things can also be classified further. Okay. So depending on what they are made up of and how they are used. Okay. Whether they are natural or human made. Materials such as wood, cotton, jute occur naturally. However, ceramic, plastic, glass, steel are human made. So depending on that also he can classify non-living things. Okay. So you can see various examples of how classification is done and it works easier. So in the kitchen all the utensils are kept together. So are spices. Spices matlab masala. Okay. So if you want to find turmeric in the kitchen, you do not have to look everywhere. You just go in the shelf where the spices are stored. Okay. So when you go to the kitchen, there are different shelves for all the material. Like utensils are kept in a one place, spices are kept in a one place, even spoons are kept in one place and glasses are kept in a one place. So on the basis of their similarity, on the basis of their similar structure, we have kept these things in a group. So we have classified it into a group. So classification is basically done on the basis of their similar property. Okay. Now why classification is important? This we are going to study, and what are the different properties of material? This also we will see. Alright. Before that, let's quickly go through the oral questions. So we have 5 oral questions. So here I am going to just discuss the oral question, and now after the class I will send you the PDF of this oral question. You will write the answer here only. You will write it in your book only. You will not write the oral question answers in your neither in your fair notebook nor in your rough notebook. आप लोग oral question answer के answer book में ही लिखेंगे. Am I clear to everybody? Alright. So now question number 1. Which two properties are common to all forms of matter? मैटर की ऐसी कौन सी दो प्रॉपर्टीज हैं जो सबके लिए कॉमन है? सो as you know that matter is anything that occupies space and have mass. So these are only the two properties. First is it occupies space and second it has certain mass. So these are the two properties of matter that is common to all. Okay. Question number 2. Name two things that are matter and two things that are not matter. So this also we have discussed. Yes children, quickly tell me. Name two things that are matter. Take anything. Take wood, take paper, take book. Anything is a matter. So you can write like pencil and book is a matter. Whereas what is not matter? Feeling of love, feeling of sadness is not matter. Clear? So I'll give you the answer, don't worry. Then you will write it down. Okay. What is the smallest particle of gold? Children, gold is an element. The smallest particle of element is atom. So the smallest particle of gold is gold atom. Clear? What is the smallest particle of water? Water molecule is the smallest particle of water. Clear? On what basis is group of objects classified? On the basis of their similar property. So you will write similar property. Can you classify a group of objects which have exactly similar properties? Yes, we can classify a group of objects that have exactly similar properties. So these are the answers. I'll give you the PDF, don't worry. So you will write it accordingly. Okay, so these were the oral questions that we have discussed. Now coming on to the most important part of this chapter, that is properties of material. Children, on the basis of the type of leg and everything, we can classify living things. But we can also classify the materials, the non-living things. Okay. So I am coming back to the board. Okay. So we have different properties. I have various objects around me. I'll show you one by one. Okay. Children, this is apple. Okay. So if you are asked to tell 5 lines about apple, so how you are going to write it? First, you will write apple is of, you will write the color of apple, you will write the shape of apple, you will write from where it is obtained, then you will write for what purpose it is used. Alright, so you will write it accordingly. So you will write color, you will write size, you will write shape, then you will write how, like for what purpose this apple is used and from where we obtain it. Isn't it? So these are the properties of apples. Like apple is of red and yellow color. So this is one property. Apple is of this shape, you can see. So this is one property. Apple is obtained from tree, apple tree. So this is one property of apple. Alright. Similarly, if I have this glass. So I have a tumbler. This is a glass tumbler. So if I ask you to write 5 lines about this glass tumbler, this also you can write. What you can write? First you will write it is made up of glass. So this is one property. Second you will write it is transparent in nature. This is another property. This is used to drink milk, or you cannot drink milk in this, but yes, it is used to store water or drink milk, or you can put a flower pot in this. So you can put a flower. Alright. So there are various uses and different properties of this material also. This is also a material, isn't it? Now coming on to next, we have this bottle. This is a sanitizer bottle. Everybody is having it at home. So again, you can even write 5 lines about this bottle also. How you can write it? This bottle is made up of plastic. This is translucent in nature. With this we have filled a sanitizer in it and alcohol in it. This has a spraying knob. Alright, so you can write 5 properties of this also. Children, every material is having its own property. Everything is having its own property. Take it paper, take it pencil, take it mobile, take your laptop, wire, anything is having their own properties. Alright. So on the basis of their similar properties, we can also classify these materials. Okay. So in this chapter, we are going to understand the different properties of material. So basically we are going to study seven different properties of material. So let's see what is this. So I am now going to share the PPT. Okay. Okay. So properties of material. Children, all these properties are given in your book. You can go through your book also. So here we have seven different properties that you have to study in this chapter. So first is appearance, second luster, texture, state, solubility in water, density, floating and sinking, transparency. So these are the seven different properties of material that we are going to study in this chapter. Now I'll just brief you here about these seven topics, then we'll go into much detail of it. Okay. Children, before this, I just want to ask you why these properties are important. Is these properties important for material and why they are important? So let's consider, what is this? This is a football. Okay. So we know that football is made up of rubber. Yes, it is made up of rubber. Okay, it is soft and we can kick it from our leg. Okay. Now consider if you have this type of a football. This is a metallic football and it is very heavy football. So which one you are going to prefer for playing? Will you prefer this football or this metallic football? I hope everybody will prefer this normal football made up of rubber. Isn't it? Why? Because if you are going to kick this metallic football with your leg, you will get hurt, isn't it? But if you kick this football, it will go to a certain height and you will play football very easily. Okay, so the properties matters a lot. We cannot use anything to make the material, like utensils are made up of steel, isn't it? Utensils are made up of steel, so that we can cook anything or we can boil the water or something like that. Can we use the wood instead of metal, instead of any steel? No. If we are going to put the wood utensil over the flame, it will get burnt. Neither we can use a plastic utensil. Why? It will melt. Okay. So the properties of material is very important, and how they are used, what they are made up of is also very important. So in this chapter and this topic we are going to study about that. So let's start with the first property, that is appearance. Children, why appearance matter? Children, see, paper looks different, cloth look different, isn't it? Iron is having a different appearance. Iron looks different. Appearance basically means how it is looking. वो कैसा दिख रहा है. पेपर अलग दिखता है, कपड़े अलग दिखते हैं, आयरन अलग दिखता है, एल्युमिनियम अलग दिखता है, isn't it? So every individual entity or material is having its own property and they look differently and they are even used for a different purpose, isn't it? So these are the appearance. Now coming on to next, that is luster. What is luster, children? Let's see. Luster basically means shine. ठीक है? कुछ मटेरियल ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें शाइन होता है, कुछ मटेरियल ऐसे होते हैं जिसमें शाइन नहीं होता है. टेक फॉर एग्जाम्पल स्पून. आप अगर स्पून देखें किचन में तो उसमें एक शाइन होती है, लेकिन अगर आप अपनी पेंसिल देखेंगे तो उसमें शाइन नहीं होती है. Alright, here wood is not having any shine, but these gold and silver are having shine. Alright, like I have few things with me. Now consider this knife. consider this scissor. So children, you can see this cutting edge of the scissor. This is of shiny material, isn't it? This is shiny. This area is shiny. But if we look into the plastic, from where we are holding this scissor, this is not shiny, isn't it? So this is luster. This has a luster, but this plastic does not have a luster. Alright. Similarly, this plastic bottle is not having a luster. Whereas, if I show you this small pin, this small safety pin, this is having a luster because it is of shiny appearance. It has a shiny appearance, isn't it? So, everything that is shiny is having a luster, whereas the things that are not shiny is non-lustrous. Clear? At times, children, metals get coated with certain rust. जंक लग जाती है उसमें, तो उस जंक पे अगर हम सैंड पेपर से रब करें तो भी हम उसमें शाइन देख सकते हैं. Clear? So the things that are shiny in nature is lustrous. Those which are not shiny is non-lustrous. So this is one property of material. Okay. Now coming back to this. Okay. So wood is non-lustrous, whereas gold and silver are lustrous. So I hope now you have understood it. Now coming on to next property, that is texture. Hard or soft. You can see here this helmet is hard. Spoons are hard. We cannot squeeze it or we cannot break it, isn't it? This metal is hard. This statue is hard. We cannot break it. But here see, this teddy bear is soft. This gettys or a rubber band is soft. Pillow is soft. This squash or the scrubber is soft. Okay. So this is also a property. So hard things are separated and soft are separated. Even I have few things with me again. So again that I have shown you. See this now. Again I am going to show you the scissor. This scissor I cannot break it. I cannot just tear it, or it cannot be cut through a knife. So this is hard, isn't it? But if I take again this plastic bottle, I can squeeze it. Yes, I can easily squeeze this bottle and it can be like, even if I try to cut it with knife, it can be cut. Alright. Again this is a candle. Okay. If I try to cut this candle with this knife, I am just trying it. Let's see it happens. Alright. So I am trying to cut it. It is getting torn off. Okay. So I am cutting it again. So it is torn off. So we have a small piece of this. Alright. So this is soft. But this scissor is hard. So we have again, depending on the texture, we have two properties, hard and soft. Clear? So this was about some property. Now coming back to the next property. I hope I am not going very fast, children. These are very simple things that you can understand. Okay. So let's come to the next topic. Next is like property which is very important is states of matter. Children, any matter, take any matter, it exists in three states: solid, liquid and gas. There are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. Okay. Solid has a fixed shape. Solid has a fixed shape. Okay. They are rigid. They have a fixed volume. Okay. Whereas liquid, though it has a fixed volume, but it does not have a fixed shape and it is not rigid. Okay. Whereas gas, it is not rigid. Rigid मतलब कि hard, जिसको हम change नहीं कर सकते. So it is neither rigid, it does not have a fixed shape and it does not have a fixed volume. Solid cannot be squashed, इसको हम दबा नहीं सकते. Liquid cannot be squashed, but gases can be squashed. Alright. So these are the three different states of matter, that is solid, liquid and gas. And because of this, they are having the different arrangement of molecules. You can see, children, these are the different molecules. So because solid is having a fixed shape, The molecules present in this are compactly arranged. इनके बीच में कोई भी स्पेसिंग नहीं होती है, ये compactly arranged होते हैं. Liquid are somewhat loosely arranged, okay, whereas gases are free flowing. इसमें कोई भी molecules जो भी होते हैं वो free flowing होते हैं. So these are the three states of matter and their molecular arrangement. Okay, we'll study the chapter what is written. Okay, first I am just introducing you to the properties. Okay, so these are the states of matter: solid, liquid and gas. So solid is hard and it has a fixed shape and fixed volume. Liquid is not hard but it has a fixed volume but it does not have a fixed shape. फिक्स शेप का मतलब कि अगर हमने इसको इस ग्लास टम्बलर में डाला तो ये इस शेप का हो जाएगा, अगर हमने इसको इस लिक्विड बॉटल में डाला तो ये इस शेप का हो जाएगा. जिस भी ग्लास या जिस भी कंटेनर में हम लिक्विड को डालेंगे वो उस शेप में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. ओके, बट इट इज नॉट दैट विथ सॉलिड. नाउ गैस इज प्रेजेंट एवरीवेयर. Gas is present everywhere. It doesn't have a fixed shape. It doesn't have a fixed volume. So these are the properties of materials. Okay. Now coming on to the next property, that is solubility in water. Solubility का मतलब होता है कि water में कौन सी चीज mix हो सकती है और कौन सी चीज mix नहीं हो सकती है. So let's see. We have this example. This is salt and water. So if we take a glass of water and we put 1 spoon of salt in it and we just stir it, तो क्या होगा? अगर हम नमक को पानी में मिक्स करने की कोशिश करेंगे तो क्या होगा? वो पूरी तरीके से मिक्स हो जाएगा. Isn't it? So what we say? So this salt is soluble in water. Okay? Or we say this is miscible liquid. ठीक है? Same goes with lemon. If we squeeze the lemon in water, it will completely get mixed. Okay? So these are the miscible liquids. इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं? Miscible liquids. Same goes with sugar in water. अगर हम चीनी को पानी में मिक्स करें, it will also get dissolved. Okay? वो भी क्या हो जाएगा? Soluble हो जाएगा. तो that is also a miscible liquid. Clear? Now coming on to this. We have oil in water. If we add oil in water, it will not get mixed, isn't it? It will not get soluble. It will not get dissolved. Okay. Same goes with sand and water. अगर हमने पानी में sand डाल दिया तो वो भी mix नहीं होगा, वो नीचे जाके settle हो जाएगा. ठीक है? So these two are immiscible liquids. These are miscible liquids and these two are immiscible liquids. जो dissolve नहीं होते हैं water में, they are called immiscible. जो dissolve हो जाते हैं, they are called miscible liquids. So these are the solubility in water. So for this we have experiment also that we will do later. Okay. So this was the solubility in water. Now coming on to next, that is density. Children, density is very important. हमने बोर्ड देखी है, बोर्ड आपने कभी पेपर की बोर्ड बनाई है? बनाई होगी सबने. तो when you try to float that paper board in the water, over the water, what happens? It starts to float, isn't it? Even the normal boat made up of wood is also floating over the water, isn't it? But what about any metal? अगर आपने कोई चम्मच ले लिया और टेक दिस अगेन, आई एम टेकिंग दिस सीजर, अगर आपने इसको पानी में डाला तो क्या होगा? It will get settle down at the bottom. Okay, so we have something that are floating in water and we have few things that get settled at the bottom. So what is this property which is enabling some material to float and some material to get settle down in the bottom? What is it? This is called density. What this is called, children? This is called density. Okay. So अगर किसी भी मटेरियल की डेंसिटी वाटर की डेंसिटी से कम है तो वो फ्लोट करेगा. अगर उसकी डेंसिटी वाटर की डेंसिटी से ज्यादा है तो वो सिंक कर जाएगा. So we have floating and sinking. Floating means तैरना, sinking means डूबना. Okay. अगर वेट ज्यादा है तो डूब जाएगा, अगर वेट कम है तो वो तैरेगा. Got it? So this is density. We'll go to the text what is written. Okay, don't worry about that. So this is one property of the matter. Then we have another property. So we are done with few properties. I'll show you. So we have gone through luster, we have gone through texture, we have gone through state, solubility of water, density, floating, sinking. Then coming on to transparency. Children, this about transparency we have studied in physics, isn't it? So we have studied about three types of materials, that is transparent, opaque and translucent, isn't it? So what is transparent? The object through which we can see clearly is transparent. What is translucent? The object through which we can see partially is translucent. What is opaque? Through which we cannot see at all is an opaque object. So this can also be one of the property of material. Clear? So now let's go to the text what is written. So children, please open this properties of material. Okay, so we have different properties like appearance, luster, then we have texture. Okay, you can see in the book of yours. We have then texture, then we have talked about state, isn't it? So we have three different states like solid, liquid and gases. Then we have different arrangements of solid, liquid and gas, like this is arrangement of solid with no spacing between the molecules. Then we have liquid, there are some spaces between the molecules, but in gas they are free flowing and we have ample amount of spaces. So this was about arrangement of molecules in different state. Then we have talked about solubility. So for solubility we have two different types of liquid. One is miscible liquid, another is immiscible. Miscible जो कि mix हो जाता है, which mix with each other is miscible. That do not mix with each other is immiscible. So example of miscible is salt in water, sugar in water, these are miscible liquids. Whereas oil in water, sand in water, they are immiscible liquids. Got it? Even all gases such as oxygen, carbon dioxide are also soluble in water. Okay. So this we will study, don't worry, we will go one by one with this lines. Okay. Then we have talked about density, that is floating and sinking. So we have definition of density, children, here. So what is the definition of density? The mass per unit volume of substance is known as density. Mass per unit volume. कितना मास है उसका? 1 लीटर वॉल्यूम, लाइक एक लीटर substance और 1 लीटर water में. So that is the density. Okay, so this we are going to study. This will study in next class. Okay. Then we have transparency. So again this I have told you, we have transparent, we have opaque material and we have translucent material. Alright. So this we have studied in physics. So I hope we need not discuss it again. Children, please read this chapter. You have your book. Go through this chapter. Read one by one, read each line. Okay. In next class again we'll go through the oral question answer too. Okay, and we'll go through the exercise and we'll read each line one by one. Okay. So that's all for today's class. Thank you and Jai Hind, children.